on straight. I don't want to. No, I'm not horny. I'm a unicorn. Oh, hey! Hi! Wilma Fingerdoo here with the Fingerdoo review of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 9, Episode 11. And all I need to say is, Jorge, drink me! Ooh, that looks very refreshing. What is that? It's a basic bitch. You named it after me. That's not very nice. Fucking soda. All right. You know what? I'm just gonna say this about basics. It's good to have one or two in your wardrobe, I'm just saying. Okay, so let's get to it. This was a weird week. We started off by saying bye to Nina. She brought a certain je ne sais quoi to the show, but still, you know, now that she's out of the room, I think the girls felt like a weight had been lifted. They could enjoy their own successes without feeling like they were rubbing Nina's nose in it. So, Ru popped in to give the girls this week's mini challenge. I love a mini challenge, especially when it involves puppets, because everybody loves puppets. The girls picked their puppets, and they went to town on each other. Now, I just need to say, Sasha Velour was so funny. Nobody expected her to be funny, especially with Trinity's puppet. I mean, because Trinity, it's an easy joke. She likes a lot of plastic surgery. I mean, even the puppet that Sasha wore, she actually put a square bum on the back of her with tape because it was fake. It was very funny, but what made me laugh even more was her digs at Nina. Seriously. And no offense to Nina, but they were some funny jokes. On the other end of the spectrum, well, there was Alexis Michelle being mediocre again. Sure, she had a hard road to hoe, because quite frankly, I think the only one who can be funny as Sasha Velour, we've established now, is actually Sasha Velour. She has a great sense of humor, you know, once you get past all the language. But Alexis Michelle obviously could not get past all the language, and her jokes kind of lay flat, and she had the same reaction from the girls as she normally did, and even Ru. You know. Like, good try, here's your ribbon for participating. So, Sasha Velour won the mini challenge, and then Ru let them know what the main challenge was. The gayest ball ever, and it was. They had to do a rainbow interpretation, they had to do the unicorn interpretation, and they had to represent the village people. Well, the gayest thing ever, until Ru threw at Sasha, because she won the mini challenge, that she had to choreograph the group number, which was rhythmic gymnastics. I wish I had a ribbon, but I'm just gonna do this. Because seriously, rhythmic gymnastics, it's almost like a category for people who are good at gymnastics. Seriously. Do you know what I'm saying? You ever watch it? They look so happy to be waving or catching them. It's sad. And so was this. First of all, Sasha Velour was in charge of the choreography. Now, that doesn't mean she had to do the choreography. She was in charge of it. I would have had Peppermint do the choreography, because she was a cheerleader when she was in high school. I certainly would have at least heard what Trinity and Shea Coulee had to say. But again, every time Alexis Michelle offered up an opinion, it was basic. It was all right. Figure eight. Let's stand here and count, and we'll throw them all. Yeah, but still, rhythmic gymnastics, what can you do? It's all up in here. And I'm very happy to say Alexis Michelle gave good face during that number. And then the girls came down the runway. There was their rainbow look, which I was worried about, because it's a hard thing to do, a rainbow dress. That's why I didn't wear one. Because it can be quite hard-edged, like what Alexis Michelle did, literally wrapping yourself up in a rainbow, or it could be so avant-garde and representative, like Shea Coulee did in that gorgeous graffiti dress. She looked gorgeous. I have to say, I love Peppermint's rainbow look. She looked like a float for a pride parade that had drinks on it. Do you know what I'm saying? She looked fun. And I didn't mind Trinity's outfit. I mean, it had rainbow trim, and then she looked good. Sasha Velour's little Dorothy house on her head under that. Because when she came down the runway, and again, Alexis Michelle, she looked at her outfit, well, that's fairly basic. It's called color blocking, and it works every time. Then she took the little hat off and had the rainbow house in there. They all lost their friggin' minds. Alexis Michelle, a big rainbow jumpsuit. I mean, I get it, we get it, it's fine. If she were walking down a parade line on Pride, no one would bat an eye, that's fine. But she wasn't a float. It was Peppa. That's a float I'd ride. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be rude. The other looks the girls had to put together, well, the unicorn deliciousness, which I loved. I don't think any of them look bad. I don't think any of them look great, but that's a hard thing to do. Hooves and a horn. I mean, you're limited. But What do you do when you've only got hose and a horn? Well, you sell it like a whore at Christmas, like Trinity did. She's always making a face, selling it, telling everyone how much fun she's having. And then, of course, they had to recreate the Village People. Well, Shea Coulee, did not Naomi Smalls do something kind of similar in her scarecrow look when she had to make over her little lady from Atlanta or wherever she was from? They came down the runway in twinsy looks. It was the same kind of patchwork thing. Gorgeous. And of course, they loved Sasha Velour's little cowboy outfit. I mean, it was memories of Dale Evans and Roy Rogers happening right there. I'm gonna say, I was very impressed because I watched Untucked that Peppermint made her whole leather outfit except for the hat. She doesn't sew. She did a good job. But there was Alexis Michelle. Now, let's just say she looked great if she was going to a fundraiser for a bunch of rich ladies in New York who have nothing better to do than to show each other how much money they spent on simple outfits. But as Michelle said, yeah, I get it. You went blind stoning your bodice, but it's still basic. And that's the thing Alexis Michelle never got this season. It's not the work you put into it, it's how it's being received. You can hot glue gun a bunch of patches on a shoulder of an outfit and sell it as avant-garde, but you stone a symmetric bodice, well, you can get that anywhere. I can get that at a second-hand shop and a first-hand shop. See? And again, not a bad thing to have basics in your wardrobe, but turquoise? And Rue asked the girls who they thought should go home. And almost all of us had Alexis Michelle, especially after the judges read Alexis Michelle as harshly as they did. And I feel bad again for Alexis Michelle, because this is why I watched Untucked. I wanted to see what she had to say to these girls. And although she felt that she had been thrown under the bus, and throwing someone under the bus is when you tell somebody they should go home when no one asked you. Somebody says, who do you think should go home? That's you following the rules. I ask a question, I'm answering it. Shea Coulee, another win. Is that 4 for her? Good for her. She is on the leaderboard with wins this season. Shoe-in to top 4, a shoe-in to top 3 if you ask me. Sasha Velour was safe as well. As the judges said, a little too artsy. As RuPaul said, not bally enough. So, down to poor Peppermint lip-syncing against Alexis Michelle. Here's the thing. Alexis Michelle's dancing is even basic. Here's what I think is going on in the Alexis Michelle verse. I'll bet you she is the top of the tree with those people. I bet you she's the most glamorous. I bet you she's the most sparkly. I just think that in a room where it's competition and you're getting people from not just other drag communities, but other cities, other worlds of exposure, and you realize that maybe the effort you make isn't the effort that needs to happen. And that's where Alexis Michelle was this season, poor thing. She's a good queen, she looked good, she certainly looked good when she walked in. When she was in Untucked and packing up, she had some gorgeous dresses. I don't know why she didn't wear them. I mean, if I had been one of the other girls, I wouldn't have said anything to her either. Yeah, no, wear that ugly green flannel, that's a good dress, because she had something else she was gonna wear for the road. I think she might have ended up out of the bottom too if she'd worn that. Seriously, top 4, who do you think's gonna go home next? Well, you're just gonna have to tune into Out TV and Out TV Go to find out. And then when you're done, you come back and see me, and you and I can compare notes. Isn't that right, Pinky? Till next time, miss me! Mwah! Ooh, seriously, Jorge, I love this drink. It's so refreshing and basic.